Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Greetings everyone, good evening. Hope everyone's having a lovely start to the week. So welcome to another guided meditation. We're just going to jump straight into this one this evening. It's not going to be talking about anything in specific. We've covered a few various modalities in the Theravada meditation tradition over the past few weeks in the videos I've made. I'll put those links in the description. But as for this evening, we're just going to jump straight into it. Okay, so everyone just find a comfortable place. You can, like I said, you can sit in a chair. Just make sure your back isn't up against the backrest and you're supporting the back yourself. Or alternatively, you can sit cross-legged on the floor. Just try and find a comfortable area. If you're sitting on a chair, just make sure that both your feet are planted on the ground and your back is straight and it's not up against anything, not up against a wall or a chair or anything. Okay. If you're sitting cross-legged, then that's also good. Obviously preferred, but it's entirely up to you. Okay, so just look about 3 to 4 feet ahead towards the ground. And then just gently close your eyes. Just gently close those eyes. Just shift your attention to your posture before we start anything, and just make sure that you're in a comfortable position. Make sure that your spine is nice and straight. And you just have a good posture, a nice comfortable position that you're happy with. If you need to adjust your seating, do so now. Try and have try and be sitting on a cushion or something that's just a little bit raised. You want to be raised a little bit above your kneecap area here. Okay, so just find a cushion and just sort of have that so you just raise slightly and your knees are pointing down to the ground. This will create a good base for you, okay? Now what I want you to do is just put your attention towards the breath. I want you to be breathing in and both out of your nostrils. No inhale and exhale out of your mouth. Just have the concentration on the inhale and exhale through the nostrils, okay? Don't alter your breath, don't change your breath. Just naturally observe the rhythm of the breath with your eyes closed. Just noticing the sensation of the breathing. Try and find that prominent spot. You'll find an area when you're breathing in and out of the nose. You'll find an area that's got more more feeling than other place. So perhaps could be the upper lip. It could be inside the nostril. Just find that area where you can feel it the most. And that's going to be the primary area that I want you to focus on this evening, okay? Just naturally breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Feeling that cool air coming in, and then perhaps the warm air coming out of the nose. No need to alter or change the breath. Just let the natural occurrence of the breath happen and just be the observer. We just want to watch and observe the breath. As you exhale or you breathe out, I just want you to imagine the body, imagine this body of ours, and just relax the body. On the exhale, just let all the muscles and everything just relax. Any tension you have in the body, just let it release and just let it all go. Now, if anything arises while we're doing these steps that I've given you, perhaps the mind might start wandering or it might start thinking of something. It's perfectly fine. Just be aware of those thoughts or the mind, or if they're wandering or anything that's occurring within our thought process. Just shift the attention from the breathing and just notice the thoughts. And just think, if it's thinking that we're doing, or if the mind is wandering, I just want you to label it and just note it. Wandering, wandering, wandering. Or thinking, thinking, thinking. Okay? Give it that short bit of attention, and then bring your mind back to the breath. If you need to, you can take a deep breath and then refocus the mind on the breathing, in and out of the nose, on that primary area that feels the most prominent. Just relaxing the body, relaxing the body. Our senses might create other internal or external things. Do the same as what we did if the mind is wandering or if it's starting to think. Just shift your attention to whatever it is, label and note it, and then bring it back to the breath. So you might hear some noises. Just label the noises. You might have some pain or some sensation arise on the body. Just shift your attention there, label and note, and then bring it back to the breath. So let's spend the next few minutes just doing this. Just concentrating, if nothing's arising, just primary attention on the breath, just on the inhale and the exhale through the nostrils. Feel that breath, if it's on the upper lip, or it's inside of the nostrils, just feel that area as you're breathing and try and concentrate on just that area. And if anything else arises, shift your attention to that area and then bring it back to the breath. Perhaps you might notice a change in the breath, a slight subtle change in the breath Maybe you're breathing in longer, you might even be breathing in shorter. It's perfectly fine. Just label and note it. Short breathing, long breathing, whatever it is that may occur, just label it. And just observe it all. We're just observing tonight. Observe, note, and relax. Just observe, note, and relax. Let the body unwind. Let all the tension just be released. I like to look at the mind as the unconscious mind and the conscious mind. What we're trying to achieve tonight is more focus on the conscious mind. We're having awareness on things, whereas the unconscious mind, sometimes we don't perceive these things as easily because they're more of an automated process. Like in our day-to-day lives, in the morning we might put the clothes on or take a shower or get in the car and turn the car on and go driving or whatever it is that we may do. A lot of these processes are automated processes and we don't put any attention into them. When we're walking, not many of us are thinking about walking. It's an automated process. This is what I like to call the unconscious mind. Something happening, something that we're doing, but we're not paying any attention to it. Tonight, what we're here for, and what I want you guys to do, is pay attention to everything that we're doing. Just a gentle observation, and just watch. The breathing, it's something every single person does. Nobody pays any attention to it. We take it for granted. A moment with no breath, and we cease to exist. So let's draw our attention on this. Instead of this being an unconscious act, let this meditation be a conscious act of anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing. Let's give some gentle attention to this life force of the breath that we call life. Without this, we have no life. The body would cease to exist without the breath. So let's shift our attention on the breath. Inhale and exhale. Anything arises, just pay your attention to it, label it for what it is, note it for what it is, and then go back to the breath. If nothing arises, then good. Just focus on the breath, mindfulness of breathing. Letting this body relax. And in time, this will allow the mind to relax. Jumping from thought to thought, wandering minds will start to subside. This is the conscious mind. This is mindfulness, paying attention to the present moment, paying attention to things that we do on a day-to-day basis that we neglect giving any attention to. In Buddhism we call this sati sampajanya, which is mindfulness with clear comprehension. We want to clearly comprehend what we're doing moment to moment throughout the day. And in this case, throughout our practice, clearly comprehend our breathing in and out of the nostrils. Clearly comprehend any noises that we may hear, labeling and noting. Any heat or coolness that we may feel. Just label these: heat, heat, cool, cool, whatever it may be. And then draw your attention back to the primary object of the breath. You may notice breath becoming quite shallow or slowing down. This is our body and mind starting to calm. Just relax, let go of everything. We're not the body, we're not the mind. Just let it all go. Feeling any sensations, just label and note them. It could be tactile sensations. Perhaps you have some itchiness around the face or somewhere on the body. If that's the case, Just label wanting to itch, wanting to itch, wanting to itch. Focus the mind on the target area that is irritating. Notice the properties of the itch. Notice the wanting to itch, wanting to itch. Give it no reaction. And then draw your attention back to the breath. And forget. We've now labelled it, we've noted it, and we can focus back on the breath. It's all impermanent. Anything that arises in the body will soon pass. It's rising and falling, rising and passing. This is the nature of everything, impermanence. Everything is changing. Pain may arise in one spot and it will fade. May arise in another spot and then it will fade. This is the nature of anicca, impermanence. This pain is causing you grief, it's getting out of hand, it's creating a lot of pain. After we focus, majority of the time after we focus our attention and we note that area and then cease to give it attention and go back to the breath, you'll find that that suffering goes away. In Buddhism we call suffering dukkha. Anicca, dukkha. After some time, when your practice develops, you'll notice all these sensations and things arising in the body, that they arise and then they pass. This gives rise to the nature of non-self. We're not this body. This body is temporary. That is anatta. We call this insight meditation. The understanding of impermanence, suffering, and not self, non-self. Anicca, dukkha, anatta. And these things, when we begin meditation, generally these pains and these sensations and these hot and cold and all these tactile sensations and various things happening, most of the time when you're beginning you'll find these defilements in the body. Perhaps when we don't follow a thing called sila, which is moral discipline, we don't follow precepts that the Buddha laid out for us correctly. We might be having a drink on a Friday night, or drinking too much, or perhaps even taking illegal substances, or we might be having unwholesome thoughts and not telling the truth, or if we're stealing, or there's many things that we shouldn't be doing, and these create defilements. Not only in the mind, but also in the body. It can possibly make us agitated, irritated, make the mind wander into places of the unknown and places that we necessarily shouldn't be thinking, unwholesome thoughts. These are all defilements. Meditation aids in to cure these defilements that we have. In time and after some practice, these defilements start to fade away and eradicate. And you'll find these sensations that you once had, they fade and they disappear. Any pain you have in your legs, after some time, there is no more pain that arises in the legs. These unwholesome thoughts that we have, after some time, we don't get as many of these unwholesome thoughts. And sometimes these fade to exist as well. It's purifying the mind. These hot and cold sensations, once you're focusing on your breathing, these sensations fade. You don't notice these conditions because they're all impermanent. They're all temporary. None of this is the self, because we are not the self. The mind might create things. We call these mental formations. Just observe, label, note them, and go back to the breath. On the exhale, just relax. Just tell this temporary body just to relax. So all the muscles, anything that we're holding, any tension in any areas, just relax. Just relax everything. Just let go. Our attention should just be drawn on the breath. Anapanasati, mindfulness of the breath. We're just the observer. Not giving any physical attention to anything. No itching, no scratching, no movements. Just observation. We're just observing. Labeling, noting, observing. And then focusing on our natural rhythm of the breath. Now to wind up tonight's session, what I want us to all do is just think in your mind, positive energy we want to create now in this body and in the mind. I want you to think of loved ones and people you care about and wish them all to be happy, healthy and well. Picture these people happy and smiling and enjoying themselves in good health, happiness. Let them all be happy and at ease. People that we don't know and we've never met, just wish them all to be happy, well, and at ease. I want you to imagine all the animals and all beings, as a matter of fact, in this world, inhabiting space and earth. Devas and Nagas of mighty power, all creatures, all beings, great and small. I want you to wish them all to be healthy, happy and well. We want to wish no negative thoughts or emotions towards anything. We want to hold on to no grudges, no ill feelings towards anything. Just, if you are, just let everything go. Just wish love and kindness, an abundance of love and kindness for that matter. Just spread it throughout the whole entire world, through your family, your friends, strangers, neighbours, creatures and all beings. Any devas, any nagas, anything. Just wish everything to be happy, healthy, well, and at ease. With these contemplations, I want you to shift your attention back to general mindfulness now. Just take a deep breath. Just gently open your eyes. Try for as long as you can to just stay in this present moment. Observing now your eyes are open. Just visualize the room around you. These reflections, we can conclude today's guided meditation session. In the next upcoming weeks, I want to start developing some other guided meditations that are a little bit different. I want to do some specifically focused meditations on things like how to counteract addiction problems, things that we have perhaps become attached to or we crave. I want to give people some advice that I've personally used in the past to overcome cravings and addictions and things when I was a layperson. I want to share those with everybody, and in the hopes that this will aid in helping other people that may need these kinds of meditations. These will be heavily orientated around understanding the mind and how the mind operates, how our unconscious mind becomes very automated and gets used to things and creates habits. I want to start delving into these things. I want to start teaching us how to understand the inner workings of the mind at a deeper level, all from my own experience. I think it's good that I share these things with the world, and I think this will also benefit the majority of people. I think this will benefit in some way or another, be it in work, relationships, family, addictions, various problems. So I hope I can attribute some positive things for people in the near future. Also, I've been getting quite a lot of emails come through with various questions that people have, quite random questions. Some of them are Buddhist related, and then some of them meditation related. Some of them are also just general life problems that people are having, or advice that people are wanting. I'm happy to answer these questions. I'm going to have to find some time to perhaps maybe just print these emails out that I'm getting, and we can maybe do a question and answer session in the near future. So if any of you guys have any questions about your practice, or about meditation, or even about Buddhism or the Dharma or anything like this, please reach out. You can find my email address on YouTube. Also, I've social media. I've got Instagram, X, and TikTok, and Facebook as well. But if you want to reach out with any personal questions, feel free to just send me an email at dharmasamadhi82@gmail.com. But there'll be a button there you can click on, and that will show you my email address. So feel free to do that. And once we get a bunch of more questions, then I can start doing maybe hourly sessions, and we can start answering some questions for you guys. That also might benefit some other people as well, so that could be a good option. What else? Other thing I was going to mention, thank you for all my subscribers as well. I've just been absolutely astounded at the amount of subscribers I've had from all different directions of the world. So it's good that people are having a look at my content. So I'm going to start doing some different content. I have been studying a very complex sutta the last 6 weeks, called the Aganya Sutta, which is kind of like Buddha spoke about the existence of life, the universe, the existence of humanity. It's a long discourse. It's from the Digha Nikaya, which is a set of long discourses that the Buddha's laid out for us. So I'll also be talking about that, possibly maybe at the end of this week or maybe next week. We've had to put a lot of study into that. That goes into various things, into physics, cosmology, some pretty deep science, and also some philosophy as well. So that's something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to doing that video once I memorize all these pages that I've written down, and I can put it out correctly onto the YouTube channel as well. So that's all for this evening. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for your support, and we will do this again next week. Okay. Teruwan Sanai. Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.